Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Express and the Elite. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Shohei Ohtani gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So stepping in, Kevin Newman, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle. Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He comes in at 262 on the year. 11 home runs and 44 RBIs. Ohtani has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck getting that one.
Popped into the air, back behind second. Torres has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup and they present a ton of challenges. Not only do they have good approaches at the plate, but they're in the top of the league at driving the baseball out of the ballpark. At the end of the day, they say solos won't kill you, but that 2-3 run bomb, when the game's on the line, that'll put you away.
No balls and 1 strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. John Gant starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Into the box now, Torres. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Weaver.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Dan, Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
That misses 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now. Three and 1 to him now. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Juan Soto to the plate now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Torres over at second. Acuna at first with no outs. 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2 balls and a strike to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, this is a fun offense to watch. They grind you down. They're in the top third of the league in walks. They make the pitcher really have to execute pitches within the strike zone. Not a lot of chase, not a lot of swing and miss in this lineup. They create a lot of opportunities. Let's see what happens today.
He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Alonso, a native Floridian who was selected in the first round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He throws him on the fastball there. Pete Alonso becomes out number 2 this inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. The set and the 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He pulls this one into right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Bichette is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Stepping in, Alec Bohm. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
2-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Skied into very shallow right. Blackman is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Las Vegas is on top 3-0. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
0-1, here it comes.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Tellez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
To the plate now, Maikel Franco. He swings and grounds it to short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Into the box, Lorenzo Quintana, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Ready with the 0-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center, and Bichette's got it. The side is retired. Stepping into the box, Joey Bart. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The catcher, Joey Bart.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bart, a native of Georgia. He was an 8th round selection during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Back, second baseman, Weber.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Line hard, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That's the ball.
And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number
Digging
30.
in to try it again, Ronald Acuna. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The left fielder,
So
number
coming to the
22.
plate, Juan Soto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner going a second time. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. And now he's on the move again for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Benintendi retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Now in the box, Orlando Arcia. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the 1-1 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Newman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Line drive to center field. Acuna is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball just inside. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. The swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Soto is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Fastball well outside. And he got him. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Count is 3-1.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count. 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Benintendi will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo.
Henry Espinoza is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Espinoza.
Bo Bichette will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. A runner on first with 2 away. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Alex.
At the plate now, Alec Bohm, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And it's 1-1. One and 2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. New inning set to get underway. Striding into the box, Rowdy Tellez. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Into the box, Michael Franco, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And they'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Quintana, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Stepping in, Joey Bart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And there's one down now.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Torres. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackman has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
The center fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here now is Juan Soto. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
At the plate, Kevin Newman, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that's in there, base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Charlie Blackman stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Soto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ramon Laureano. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
0 for 2 for him to this point. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. Las Vegas leads this one 3-2. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
1-1 the count now. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
All even now, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
44, designated hitter.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Benintendi coming up. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Cody Bellinger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Fastball called for strike 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 8, Michael.
Settling in now, Michael Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Quintana, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. He's right there to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Sean Armstrong enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now at the plate, Joey Bart. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia. It's short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 7th inning ready to roll. So striding in, Orlando Arcia. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Acuna's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Newman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Torres. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The second baseman,
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Acuna digs in now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. High in the air into shallow left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Standing in, Juan Soto. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Reined in, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Your dog. Alvarez.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 high, and it's 3-0.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. 2 down, runners at first and second. Squared that one up just a little late. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 4-2. Ryan Stanek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ramon Laureano, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. 0-1 the count. A swing and a ground ball to third. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here it comes, 0-2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, Rowdy Tellez, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That evens it up, 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ryan Tepera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ryan Tepera.
Now batting, Bo Bichette is looking for hit number 3 here in this at bat.
Shortstop.
From the stretch, liner towards second, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he fouls this one off. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. There's one. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play. So base is empty now after the double play, and now it'll be the catcher, Joey Bart. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's popped up. Tellez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Michael Franco. Last time through was a base hit. Jordan Hicks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now here's the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Lorenzo Quintana, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Standing in, Orlando Arcia. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. And he falls behind. 0-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Elite have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score today. The Elite hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Shohei Ohtani earns his league best 14th win. John Gant couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Jordan Hicks closes the door for the save, his 18th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors.